Good evening, everybody. Give me 1 second. Um, all right, let's get it started. Happy Wednesday. Let me put on my coat. It's chilly here. Okay, so uh, let us. Yeah, happy Wednesday evening. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a very good day today. So let's talk about for public policy reason. Let's talk about demographics. Okay, so in the news they say I just listen to radio news. I mean, it's broadcast in news radio because I don't have television. Okay, I don't have cable, so I listen to radio when I have dinner. So what's my dinner nowadays? Salad. That's my dinner. So I forgot to tell you yesterday, but so I was listening to radio. It's like Mr. Lexter Holt. I guess he's NBC. Yeah, I like him. He's very masculine figure, but I mean, his impression is a strong man with some strong backbone, but he just read off of the script that other journalists wrote. So none of the things that he say in the news is his own belief system, or he's just more like a parakeet, just a reader of what other people wrote. And NBC is more left-leaning media, so but he does exude this false impression of man with a backbone, but he's not. He's just reader. He just read what other people wrote. That's Mr. Lexter Holt. Okay, he seems like a very strong man, but maybe physically, maybe he works out and whatnot, but he's just parakeet. All right, but I like him though. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't think he has that much backbone. Okay, maybe he does. Maybe he's liberalist, and so maybe as a liberalist. Well, but if you are 100% liberalist, or even if you're 100% conservative, that's a little bit suspicious. That I wouldn't call that a backbone. I would call that loyalty to the ideology set, republicanism and democraticism. Okay, the party agenda. Okay, that's not one's own belief. It's a subscription to other people's beliefs. As a Republican Party person or Democratic Party person, right? But I like him, Mr. Lextor. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, when I listen to his radio, the news program, yeah, it's entertaining. First, even assuring a little bit, maybe because he feels like a very strong man, right? So maybe gives us some assurance for some sense of security, safety, right? Because that guy is like give impression of Superman, right? He's a tall guy, well built, and good voice. Whatever. Yeah, I like him. I like him. I listen to his shows. It's very entertaining. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, the news says Mr. Axtell, just like he read from the script, right? Well, 250,000 Americans died from COVID-19. Well, I'm just only one of Republicans who kind of have some doubts about that. And during my campaign trail, like 3 months ago, I did listen to some other people, my political friends, local activists, who are very, very smart people. So, and I came to think about what they shared with me, their ideas. I kind of agree with what they said. And let me wash my face a little bit and then I share that with you. Okay. So the idea is this. Well, I kind of got this idea from my friends, but I added my own twist in there. Okay. So like kind of 50 from other people's idea I learned from, and 50% I added my own stuff. Okay. So it's this. Okay. So 250,000 people who died, they say, from COVID-19. Maybe many of them would have died anyway, right? Yeah, it's not a new concept, but it's more like in logic, you have sufficient condition and necessary condition. Okay, right? Sufficient condition, necessary condition. In formal logic, fourth order logic. Uh, so what I would be so you help us, and later on we'll do some research on the cell phone, okay, in the internet. How many people died in America in 2019, last year, and how many died this year, 2020? No matter what cause, maybe. All right, there will be somewhat illuminating data to see whether COVID-19 actually, if it did, how much did it contribute to American death this year? If 2019 death and 2020 year death, if they are roughly the same or slightly higher this year, well then COVID-19 was not the cause of American death. It was something else. It's just concurrent cause, I guess, right? People die from maybe four causes, right? Largely speaking, accident, right? Murder, right? From crime, or so accidents like natural accidents, including bear mauling or falling, car accident, whatever, thunderbolt, all accidents, okay, and or drowning, all those accidents, all right, that involves accidents, so like something no other people intended, right? Or second kind of death, cause of death is a crime, like murder, crime, right? Third cause, diseases. Fourth cause, aging, right? Roughly four causes of death, right? So, 2019, yeah, just pretty much regular year, but 2020, COVID-19, right? We only talk about America. So, in 2020, allegedly people traveled less. They were mostly hunkered down in their houses, more so than 2019. So maybe there were less accidents. And so if you compare 2019 and 2020, maybe there were more murders, more crimes in year 2020 because people are upset about being locked down in their houses because there's too unnatural, too much stress. So yeah, perhaps more crimes happened this year. Right? So yeah, the accidental death perhaps less in year 2020 than previous year because people travel less. But plus, there were more crimes this year. So this decrease in accidental death maybe was cancelled out, offset by increase in criminal death, crime and death. Okay. So then what are the two causes we have left? Age, some other diseases, or aging. All right. Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break and I grab my cell phone and let's see how many people died in America last year and how many people died this year without with all causes, no matter what causes it may be. Okay? Yeah, okay. And we compare the numbers. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I was kind of cautious about making hypotheses because I wanted to see the data first, but I kind of suspected it that uh, the people who died, what they say in the NBC, like Mr. Lexter Holt or whatever other more liberal-leaning media say, 250,000 people, 250,000 people in America died from COVID-19. And many of us Republicans, we kind of doubt that. We are kind of suspicious about that claim because maybe a big percentage of those people who died, they say, from COVID-19, maybe they would have died anyway. Okay. So, yeah, I was kind of wondering. So I wanted to look at the data first before making any conjecture or hypothesis. So during my cigarette break, it didn't take long. I just Google searched how many people died in America in year 2019, and I ran into some statistics year by year, the trend, and they expressed in terms of percentage of population, and it kind of confirmed my suspicion, and I shared that with you. Okay, media, well, they're not the smartest people. Okay, so some of them are smart, but mostly fear mongering. Okay, I'm talking about liberal leaning media. Okay, so all right. So 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, year 2020. Okay, death rate 8.3, 8.4, 8.5, 8.6, 8.7, 8.8, 0.1% increase every year. Nothing changed. Okay, so it seems every year. That's kind of interesting. I kind of grim, but statistically, it kind of interesting that more percentage of America, like 0.1% of Americans are more percentage of Americans are dying year after year after year. Maybe Americans are being less healthy every year, or maybe crime rate is increasing, or maybe Americans are driving less and less safely year after year. Okay, so 0.1%, that's like assuming American population is about 300 million. Okay, 1%, 3 million, 0.1%, 300,000. So about looks like about 300,000 Americans die every year. I mean, let me correct that. 300,000 more Americans are dying every year. It's been like that. Okay, let's go back. So it doesn't seem to be COVID-19 have any impact on increase of American death at all, statistically speaking. Okay, I better cite this in the next paper because this is just too important. So next paper, let's start writing notes. So that's how interesting. In 1990s, from 1990 to 1999, the death rate actually decreased. In 90s, yeah, Americans used to get healthier and healthier. Early 2000s, same. All the way to 2010, like 2008. But ever since 2008, death rate has been increasing. For 1980s, some ups and downs, but from 1990 to year 2008, death rate has been decreasing. But from 2008, which is the year President Barack Obama got elected, okay. I'm not saying he's the cause of American death. No, I'm not saying that. But from 2008 and to this year 2020, death rate has been increasing. How interesting. In America. I found in the web, but in the media, nobody talks about this, right? So yeah, COVID-19 didn't really change this death rate or at all. Not at all. Not a single bit. So it seems most of people, the 250,000 people who died, they would have died anyway. So COVID-19 is just more like insignificant cause. Okay. Even if there was no COVID-19, those 250,000 people who died, they say from COVID-19, they would have died anyway. Right? Okay. Statistically speaking. All right. So that seems to be the correct data here. Okay. And we got a data. We got evidence that confirmed our suspicion, if not hypothesis, because I didn't want to make any hypothesis. Why? I did not want to be proven wrong. Okay. So, but it was just suspicion and it was confirmed. Good. We'll talk about this in the next paper. So next paper, it seems a little bit more anecdotal. It's more collection of stories. Okay, here and there. That's fine. That's totally fine. Some social commentary here and there. Okay. Yeah, previous papers, it's been like that too. So, okay. Anyway, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry to start today's discussion with some grim statistics about death, but it's important, right? Because we want to save lives. Yeah, so to save lives, it's unavoidable, inevitable that we have to talk about death. But our goal to save lives. Okay. Yeah, we're done talking about it. Okay, so let's talk about something else. Uh, I ran into this movie trailer. It came out last year actually, I think. Bombshell. All right. It's about this Me Too movement. Fox News Network. What's his name? I don't know. The CEO of Fox News Network, I guess. Roger Aiello or something. I don't know what his name is. Okay, so it's about that scandal, and he resigned, I think, due to these scandals. And some, so it's based on true story basically, or movie. The movie's name is called Bombshell. All right, like bombshell exposure, kind of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that movie. All right, yeah, yeah. In Amazon Prime, they came up with another product. It's like Amazon Prime is as if Prime Video is not good enough. I guess it was not making enough money, so they came up with another product called Epics. They're $6 a month. So I'm kind of debating should I subscribe to that? I'm not sure. Will I be watching a lot of movies? I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Okay, some other movies other than my DVD collection lately. Yeah, because this movie Bombshell they came up last year. Amazon Prime is not allowing renting, which is like $5, $4. Okay, they it's either you subscribe to Epics and watch it for $4. I mean $4 every month, or I have to buy the stream for $15. That's hmm. But I'm not quite sure how much movies this Epics will cover though. I mean, because this movie was that Bombshell. I'm not gonna watch that again. If I watch it once, that'll be it. Okay, so there's no point of me buying it for $15. I don't know. I don't know. $7 a month, like $6 a month. Epics is their brand new product. It seems. Maybe it's worthwhile. I like Prime Video because it's more focused on older movies, and I can rent it for like $4 per movie. And they huge collection of that digital stream, online streaming collection, and that's a very good deal. So I did subscribe to Amazon Prime. That comes with Prime Video, okay. But Epix, it seems to be, it's more focused on newer releases, and it seems some some new movies are good. I don't know. But this time, I think I'm gonna just buy this movie. Yeah, I buy the bullet. $15, I pay for it, and next time when I wanna watch a movie, and if it is again only available in Epics or full purchase, then I will subscribe to Epics. Okay, if it happens next time, that sounds like a good compromise. So, okay. yeah. So yeah, this movie Bombshell is about this Fox News Network, all this Me Too movement. So I think that'd be a very interesting movie to watch. Okay, so yeah, there's some characters like Megan Kelly and others. That'd be interesting to watch. So yeah, this day we are taking a break from riding, right? Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna start riding again, but I did need this break. Uh, 4 papers back to back for the past 3 months. That's too much. I want to slow down a little bit. Yeah. So, so the this necessary condition, sufficient condition, that line of logical thinking. So, based COVID-19, they say 250,000 people died from COVID-19, and without that, okay, maybe there are already people who are gonna die anyway due to illness, aging, right? And aging, that's more like if you're like 100 years old, 110 years old, part of your organ fails or you get a disease. And because you're old, if somebody's old, that person's immune system and general efficiency of organs are not as good as young person. So when a person gets like 110 years old, then that person die from either from diseases or from organ failure. Okay. Yeah. So, but so this person maybe is already sick, already have some whatever diseases, heart failure or heart disease, lung disease, brain diseases, kidney, liver, pancreas, or intestine, or whatever diseases this person might have, or this person maybe is aged, 110 years old, and this person get COVID-19. Then, if this person dies with COVID-19 and some other illnesses, all of a sudden this person is categorized by some people that this person died from COVID-19. Perhaps this person died with COVID-19, but not because of COVID-19. Maybe because of aging, because of other diseases. So that's the theory I was exposed to by some conservatives, and I think they seem to be correct. The data corroborates their theory. That theory is not from me. I heard it from other people, other conservatives. Okay, and it seems the data strongly supports that theory. Yeah, alternative cause theory. Let's give it a name. Okay, so I write it because I used to write like articles, like edit letter to editors. Okay, but those are just essays, commentaries. So you don't really get to make citation. And when it comes to academic research paper, it's Microsoft Word converted into PDF. So yeah, you can make citations in a footnote. Okay. Yeah. So nowadays, yeah, I prefer that mode of writing because it's more in depth. Right. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Even this window is not closed. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open the door, keep the door open because it's like single digit nowadays. So there's no bugs. They're all hibernating. So So yeah, let's talk some more about COVID-19 because it's big in the news. It's an important issue, right? Well, just because a lot of people are talking about it, yeah, it is important. Okay, because what they claim may be right or wrong, but it's important that we examine this populist claim is right or wrong. This COVID-19 alarmism, right? So causation in philosophy, history of Western philosophy is a big topic, and it's a very challenging topic. It's not an easy topic. Also in jurisprudence, in law, right? Causation, yeah, big topic. Okay, because people who died with COVID-19 does not necessarily mean that those people died from COVID-19. So it's causation problem. Okay, so if this person had COVID-19 and had heart attack, then this person, the cause of death of this person is not COVID-19, although he had it. It's the heart attack. But this person will be in this day and age of COVID-19 alarmism being the mainstream ideology, this person will be automatically categorized as the person whose cause of death was COVID-19. And that's wrong. That's incorrect, illogical, and unscientific. Do doctors talk about this? No, they don't. Why? It does not serve their interest to talk about it. Okay. Mr. Fascist Fauci and fascism, Mr. Fascism Fauci. He's getting all the TV interviews, radio interviews, media exposure. Oh, he's having a ball, right? That guy's popular, man, right? So yeah, COVID-19 alarmism is serving him very well. It's making him strong, powerful, famous, international celebrity, right? And he's making a lot of money off of that. COVID-19 alarmism, okay? He's just one of them, okay? Media, some liberalist, left-leaning politicians, oh, they get empowered by COVID-19 alarmism or climate change alarmism. Yeah, scientists, they get media exposure, yeah, climate change alarmism activists or Democratic Party politicians, they get empowered by these ideologies. Eh? It's very self-serving, right? Activity that they are doing. That's one way to look at it. I'm not saying this position is correct. That's one way to look at it, and it's a possibility. Okay, of this ulterior motive, something that goes behind the scene. All right, whether they realize it or not. All right, so that's how ideology works typically. Okay, but last paper I had to get it done and over with and just let it out, publish it, and I did. Okay, and but next paper, yeah, I continue to talk about some more about this. Okay, some remnant thoughts that I didn't have time to write it in the previous paper. Okay, so yeah. Okay, enough with that. Causation, huh? It's a causation problem. Okay, let me write a note. Okay, so what else do we talk about? Well, we can talk about some inauguration. Okay, some friends of mine sent me this link about this inauguration, not inauguration, but commencement speech of colleges. Like for your college, when they graduate, they invite some celebrities to give them a speech. So when I was graduating from Madison, Wisconsin, uh, yeah, we had something like valedictorian, I guess. Some top student give us a speech for what 10 minutes, I guess. And so invited guest speaker. And that guest speaker wasn't that famous person, but I guess reasonably successful person. I think that person was a writer, maybe, like screenwriter. I don't know. I don't remember, but I think it was a guy, some guest speaker. Yeah, of course, Madison, Wisconsin alumnus. But not very famous person, okay, but reasonably successful person. I think it was kind of comedic writer or something. Yeah. So some links some of my friends sent me to watch was Conan O'Brien. Yeah, he gave commencement speech in Harvard University. Well, when, way back when, I don't know. I think it was year 2000. Okay. Yeah, I did read his speech because it's kind of famous, very humorous and smart. Yeah, just Harvard graduate, right? English major, right? And then 11 years later, 2011, he gave commencement speech in Dartmouth, which is also Ivy League. Okay, Dartmouth in New Hampshire, right? I'd never been to New Hampshire in my life. Okay, but I'm sure it's a very beautiful place, New England, right? So yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was hilarious and very inspiring. And I heard another commencement speech that my friend sent me link. It was Columbia University. I think it was like 2 years ago, 2018, like something like that. Okay, and the commencement speech guest speaker was a Korean American female. She is a reasonably successful business lady as a chef cooking like Korean cuisine in New York, I think, in Manhattan, I think. Okay, so yeah, but not a huge celebrity like Conan O'Brien, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah. And in the NPR, when I was eating dinner, the salad, right? So because I don't like listening to these commercials in the radio, so I switch back and forth like NPR and some AM channel. Okay. So in NPR, they reported today. Today is like what, November of 2020, some date. I don't keep track of date, like what day of November. I don't keep track of that. Okay, so but today's Wednesday. Yeah, happy Hump Day Wednesday. Okay, so in the NPR, what in the evening show, they talked about this first African American female, some naval commander in the U.S. Navy. Okay, so yeah, I mean Democrats, liberals, they really like that stuff. The very first female, the very first African American, something like that, like Kamala Harris, yeah, VP elect, right? Very first African American female vice president elect, right? So to liberalists, Democrats, leftists, gender and race tend to be big issue, big deal. Okay, but we conservatives, we are not like that. Okay, for example, when Conan O'Brien gave this commencement speech in 2011, I think, in Dartmouth. I was kind of surprised that the dean, not dean, but the chancellor, I think, of the Dartmouth University was Korean American male. Possibly the very first Korean American male who became the chancellor of Ivy League school. That would be my guess. I don't know, right? So was I like really proud of that fact that some Korean American became chancellor of Ivy League school? Was I very proud of that? Not really. Was I proud that Korean American female, but still Korean American person gave commencement ceremony in an Ivy League school, Columbia University in Manhattan? Was I proud of that fact? Not really. No, I wasn't. Why? Because to me, those race, gender, those things really doesn't matter. That's more conservatives' attitude. Okay. I mean, am I proud of BTS or Psy or some Korean movies who got a lot of Academy Awards? Like, what's that movie? Korean movie, the Parasite. Was I proud of that? Maybe just a little bit, but not that much. Because first of all, BTS, I don't like their dancing style or singing style. To me, it's too effeminate. Well, when I sing and dance, yeah, many times I dance like a girl too. I'm kind of half and half. When I sing and dance, I kind of dance and sing like a girl or a guy, like I am. I do half and half, okay. For BTS, I'm just not a huge fan of the dancing style. They're handsome boys. I appreciate that. They're very handsome Asian boys. That is something I can be proud of, okay. Because they show the world that Asian male can be very handsome. That is something I can be proud of, okay. So yeah, like I said, I would like just a little bit proud of them, okay. And Psy, the Gangnam Style, what I'm what I appreciate about him is again his music, his dancing style. I'm not a huge fan, okay, because my standards tend to be higher. Okay, I like Tej Boys. Oh, huge fan. Mr. Seo Tej Boys, Mr. Lee Seung Hwan, huge fan. Mr. Byun Jin Suk, their music, their dancing. I mean, Tej Boys dancing. Because Mr. Lee Seung Hwan, Mr. Byun Jin Suk, they don't dance. Okay, but yeah, their vocal style, their lyrics, melody, and Seo Boys, their dancing style. I'm a huge fan. They are more classical K-pop in 1990s, right? But Mr. Gangnam Style, well, what I appreciate about him is in his music video, Oppan Gangnam Style, he means like I am south of the river, river south style. Okay. Oppan Gangnam Style, that's that. I what I appreciate about him is that he showed to the world how beautiful Asian girls can be. He hired all these beautiful Korean actresses, dancers in his music video. So he showed to the world how beautiful Asian girls can be. Well, Korean girls, Chinese girls, Japanese girls, there are differences, but they are Asian girls. They kind of look the same, right? But I can tell the difference though, because I'm Asian, right? Yeah, so he showed to the world how beautiful Asian girls can be. And that's great contribution, and I really appreciate that. And I do congratulate their success. When it comes to Samsung, LG, Hyundai, Kia, does it make me proud? Yeah, somewhat. But I don't buy Samsung cell phone. I would rather buy Motorola, American product. I did own once Hyundai car where my parents bought it for me as a gift when I went to Cornell. Okay, and it's a good car. Okay, but later on, all the other cars that I bought with my own money, They are all American cars. Well, once I bought Japanese car, Subaru Outback, because I kind of wanted to have that car. Okay, but later on, all the other cars. How many cars have I ever owned so far? I have Geo Tracker, Chevy S10, uh, Chevy Corsica. With Geo Tracker also, my parents bought for me. Okay, college gift, Madison, Wisconsin. And then I had Mercury SUV, and I have Jeep, and I have another Jeep. Now I have Ford Expedition. Okay, seven American cars. Okay, yeah, because I want to buy American cell phone car. And when I go to Walmart, it's mostly made in China. Okay, because it's cheaper. But when I buy laptop like this, yeah, I prefer buying American products like Hewlett Packard, Dell. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so now I know his name, Mr. Kim. Yeah, just like I suspected, the very first Asian American to become chancellor of Ivy League school, Mr. Kim. Sure, yeah, yeah, I can say I'm proud, but not too much. Race, gender, in conservatives' mind, it's not really big issue. To liberalists, Democrats, yeah, race and gender is like high priority in their mind, right? For whatever reason. But for conservatives, not really. I mean, many people on the left side of the aisle, they accuse conservatives being sexist, misogynist, racist. But I don't think that's true. Not at all. Look, I was in the campaign trail as a conservative in Republican Party, Alaska State Senate primary. Okay, I didn't experience any racism. I didn't see any sexism. No. Where I live in the valley is very conservative. It's more conservative than liberal. Okay, there is no sexism or racism here. No. I mean, we guys, we make some jokes, sexist jokes, racist jokes, but they are just jokes. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind racist jokes. Okay, I just laugh it off. All right, so no big deal. I appreciate Korean Americans' achievements, and I am proud of them. Yeah, that's Korean culture is very Asian culture like China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Far East Asia. Okay, it's not just Far East Asia. Okay, you have India, Malaysia, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. Okay, um, you don't get to see homeless people, Asian homeless people. You don't get to see them. Yeah, there's some American natives who are homeless, right? And that's unfortunate. Okay, but we are talking about and Amer- American natives like Alaskan natives or Lower 48 natives. They came from Asia. That's why they look like me. Okay, but when I'm talking about Asians, we are talking about people Asian continent. Okay, their traditional culture is very hardworking and hard studying. Okay, so American natives, I guess, they're hardworking people too. Okay, but they're different from Asian culture though. Okay, and they're the first migrants to Americas, both North and South. Okay, and they're hardworking people, but uh, there's some this transition from their way of life, like sustenance living, hunter and gatherer, to all of a sudden adjusting to modernized Americas. So there is this cultural adjustment period that they're going through. I think that's why there's some homeless problem and domestic violence due to that. And part of the problem also is this endowment from this Land Settlement Act. They tend to get a lot of free money. Okay, and they in Alaska, Alaska Native people get free healthcare as well. Okay, so that have some negative impact on Alaska natives, in my opinion. Okay, too much free money, hmm, tend to make idle hands. They tend to become devil's playground. Alaska natives has some issues with drugs, alcohols, homelessness, and domestic violence. Okay, uh, those are notable issues among Alaska natives. Okay, in Lower 48, well, I don't know too much about their issues. I just don't have enough data. Okay. But Alaska natives, I'm sure they will come around over time. It's just cultural adjustment period. I think that's what they're going through. Okay. Anyways, yeah, when it comes to Asian culture, okay, that I'm very familiar with, yeah, you don't get to see Asian homeless people in America because it's just culture, okay? It's about hard work. So typically, immigrants from India or Asia, like China, Korea, Japan, India. I don't know too much about Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, okay? But Far Eastern culture, like China, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, when they come to America, uh, typically they don't have much money with them, and they don't know that many people when they first migrated to America. But through very hard works, they tend to succeed very well. Like business owners, they become small business owners, and they do very well in school, right? Like India, South Asia, India, or China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan. They do really well at school because it's their culture, parenting. Okay, so this guest speaker in Columbia University, she's Columbia alumnus. She graduates from Columbus University, and then she got a job in Wall Street, but she decided to become a small business owner as a cook, chef, restaurateur. Huh. She did talk about this tiger parenting. That's what she termed. Yeah, the strict disciplinary how Korean parents, fourth generation migrants to America, right? And she did talk about that. And yeah, I am proud of them. Okay, their achievement. Yeah, I appreciate their achievement. Okay. Yeah, this Mr. Kim, the Dartmouth chancellor, later on he can resign for whatever reason. All right. So he's no longer chancellor there, but yeah, he went to like Harvard Medical School, Harvard PhD in anthropology. He became a doctor and World Health Organization, whatever, right? Yeah, I appreciate his hard work and achievement. But when I saw him in the background when Conor O'Brien was giving speech like 9 years ago, I didn't quite like his smuggling, his smile. He seems to be like very happy, elitist. I mean, elites, yeah, they're like, I understand they work very hard, they made great achievement, and they don't typically have good sense of humor. So, yeah, so I kind of did not like the way he smiled, Mr. Kim, Chancellor Kim of Dartmouth. I did not like the way he smiled, left. Okay, to me, he feels like too happy. Like, I mean, I smile a lot, right? But I have decent sense of humor because I used to be an actor, okay? But the way he smiled, laugh, is like more like kind of like nerdy, geeky, high achiever, overachiever, kind of happy. I'm sure he got there because he worked very hard. He studied very hard. So yeah, he didn't inherit that. No, he worked very hard, and that's why he could go to Harvard Medical School, right? But I just did not like the way he smiled and he left. It's like, yeah, didn't like it. I mean, Mr. Barack Obama, President Obama, I don't like the way he smiles. Feels too much like establishment, kind of elitist. The way he smiles, laugh, I don't like it at all. Okay, too happy, too wealthy. Yeah, so I don't like the way he smiles. President Obama, not a very good sense of humor either, right? But he worked very hard, studied very hard. Okay. Yeah, two-term president. That's impressive. I kind of like him though. Okay, President Obama. Yeah, when he invited President Trump to the White House and shook his hands, it looked very professional. Okay, I like that handshake President Obama gave to President-elect Trump, like back in 2016, 4 years ago. That looked very professional. So President Obama mixed feelings. President Trump mixed feelings. Okay, so I'm not exactly 100% conservative. Okay, I'm by far more conservative than liberalist. Well, maybe half and half. Okay, because I love science, mathematics. I love environment, nature, and I like trying new things, new stuff. But at the same time, I love old stuff, and I love development, industry, creating jobs. We take 5 minutes break, and maybe we talk about pebble mine. I'm pro pebble mine. Okay, by the way, it's that's pretty much all I have to say. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, maybe we'll talk about him sometime. All right, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, pebble mine. I'm pro pebble mine. Okay, what's pebble mine? It's mining. It's pebble mine is the company's name. They try to mine some copper, I guess, some minerals, and environmentalists. Their concern is such that well, when this mining operation, it may hurt the salmon. Okay, and Alaskans, so many Alaskans, they love salmons. I do too. Yeah, healthy meat, lean meat, very good protein. Yeah, we love salmon. So a lot of Alaskans are very protective of salmon, and so there seems to be majoritarian opinion of Alaskans. Okay, pebble mine is it may hurt salmon. Okay, when they excavate all these minerals. Yes, in the operation, some of those darts get into the stream, river, creeks, so it may hurt the yearly migration of salmon spawning ground. So that's their concern. Okay, I understand, but and prominent politicians in Alaska, some of them I know. Okay, some of them know me too. Okay, so they tend to support this majoritarian Alaskan view. They're kind of anti pebble mine. Okay, I'm pro pebble mine. Okay, it will create jobs. It will create a lot of good resources in the minerals. I think it should go forward. If this project plan doesn't quite live up to the par, doesn't live up to the standard, well, they can modify it later, okay, as it goes on, okay. But to terminate this project just based on environmental review, whatever, I think that's too premature. All right. I think the project should go forward, and Pebble Mine project should just go forward, and they should start digging up those precious minerals and sell them and make money, create jobs. That's my opinion. Okay. If there's some defects, yeah, they can correct it as they go along. Okay. Yeah, maybe clean the water before they let it out. There are some ways I'm sure they can improve. Okay, and see what happens. Okay, if I measure it, salmon species population, if there's impact, then they can do better next year or months later. Yeah, no problem. It doesn't have to be perfect at the beginning, at the get go. They can improve their procedure later on. Right? Yeah. So that's that. Now let's get back to ideology talk. Right. So ideology is like stock market. All right. You have brand new product. There are some phony products like Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. Okay. Just like Mr. Warren Buffett said, yeah, stay far away from Bitcoin as possible. Mr. Warren Buffett said that. Okay. Yeah. So Bitcoin, I don't think it has any merit. Okay. But there are new products comes in, new companies or existing companies coming up with brand new product idea, inventions. Okay. And stock market, people invest their disposable income to that to get handsome dividends. Stock market, right? Ideologies like that. People have disposable time, disposable energy. So they invest their time and energy on some ideologies, like brand new ideologies. It just like works like stock market. Okay. You know what? Maybe I start writing this brand new metaphysics paper about copiomology and didualism. Maybe I should talk. Maybe I should write some intermediary paper about ideologies before I start writing about didualism and copiomology. Okay, because I have too much to say about ideologies. Maybe I should do that because copiomology, didualism, it doesn't have that much to do with ideologies. Okay, so maybe next paper will be about ideologies because I just have too much to say about it. This 50 page wasn't enough. All right. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not ready to write yet. Write again yet. We're still brainstorming, kind of. We'll see. Yeah. I think I should write more about ideologies. More narrative fashion, as opposed to like mathematical modeling that we did in the previous paper, fourth paper this year, with this quarter rather. Ah, I dropped a cap. Okay. So last night I took the liberty to watch the movie I made, Therapy for Metaphobia, and I did copy and paste that YouTube link to my movie in social media. Okay. So if people are interested, they can watch it for free. And then because I was kind of inspired by this Miss Milana Vine troupe, yeah, the acting troupe. Yeah, it kind of remind me of my good old acting days. So I watched my movie, some parts in the movie, and yeah, I really like the way it came out. My movie, okay, it got some philosophical depth in there, some religion and animation, music. Yeah, everything I did all by myself. Okay, so acting, directing, screenwriting, camera operation, and cinematography, everything. Right? Animation, music, everything. So yeah, I can see. Yeah, I mean, I'm a man, male. All right, I love females, male, female, different gender role. All right, different talent set. Okay, there's some things that females are better at. For example, females look better than males. I think so. I mean, yeah, they're handsome guys. Me, I guess I look okay. All right, kind of average. But depend on the days, right? Today, yeah, I'm sorry, bad hair day, whatever. Okay. So my movie is Therapy for Metaphobia. Okay, it's just made by one person, me. Okay, but maybe I'm prejudiced, biased toward my own entertainment product. But if I compare Miss Milana Vine Troops comedy gigs, which has like hugely popular, like 400,000, 300,000 viewers in YouTube. Okay, very well made. I liked it. Okay, and they're very well made. Okay, very smart comedy. Okay, and the my movie Therapy with Metaphobia is comedy and drama, kind of right, kind of philosophical quest, somewhat religious too, social critic, whatever. Okay, but it's feature length movie, 70 minutes, 70, 1 hour and 10 minutes, and Miss Vine Milana Vine Troops comedy gigs like 4 minutes each episode, right? So yeah, again, I'm biased toward my movie, my product, entertainment product, but with your permission, with court's indulgence, okay. I think my movie. How many people have watched it? How many views? Maybe 500. Oh, maybe 900, 700, something, but less than 1,000 so far. Okay, but maybe I'm biased, but in my because it's my movie as opposed to her comedy gigs. But my movie is a whole different dimension. Well, it's longer, 70 minutes. and it gets way deeper than some comedy, some slapstick. Yeah, it is different genre. It serves different purposes. But when I, if you ask me, yeah, my movie is a whole different dimension. Although it didn't get as much, nearly as much viewership, I think my movie is a whole different dimension because it has some philosophical, intellectual depth in it. And yeah, it's comedy too. Okay, but it's different kind of comedy though. And there's music, background music, and animation, and social critic, cultural critics. It's whole different dimension. Okay, yeah. So that's what I thought when I was comparing between Miss Weintraub's comedy gigs and my movie. She being female, yeah, very attractive, so she got a lot of male attention. Me making this movie all by myself. I mean, females, they don't really get attracted by philosophy or male appearance. And because this movie is only made by one obscure individual like myself, it doesn't have any popularity, money, power, fame. So yeah, I don't think I have many female audience. Okay, but this movie, in my opinion, I may be biased because I made this movie. It's like my baby, right? It got some good substance, in my opinion. Okay, I mean, all the papers I wrote, I think they have very good substance and good content. Although it's not attracting many readers or viewers. Okay, but yeah, I am very grateful to God that He picked me to make this movie, write these papers. Yeah, I'm just grateful. It's not that I'm proud of the products that I made, because in humanology we are just God's messengers. Okay, so God is the only creator. Okay, so yeah, yeah, in Christianity monotheism. Okay, so who knows how many gods are there? We don't know. I don't. Right? But I grew up in Christian environment, so monotheism. Okay, but whatever. Right? Yeah, I mean, some people read my papers, watched my movies, and I'm very grateful. I'm thankful to you too. Okay. Yeah, but it's okay for me even if nobody appreciates what I wrote or nobody watches my movie. It's fine by me. Why? Just like my spiritual mentor said, taught me, I enjoy the process, making the movie, writing the paper. At least I get to keep out of trouble. At least I enjoy the process. I was happy making it. I was satisfied with the final result, and I got them out there in the web, internet, so that people can watch it if they want to. Right? Yeah, that's good enough for me. I learned a lot, happy making it, satisfied with the final result, and I published it online so that people can watch or read for free if they want to. Oh yeah, that's good enough for me. Good enough blessing. Okay. Money, power, fame is not that necessary. It'd be nice if I have it. Yeah, I do want it, but it's not necessary. That's more like luxury. Okay. It's good enough for me. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, I am happy. Yeah, yeah, just small guy in Alaska. Okay, yeah, I'm happy. I'm 5'10", so okay. Let me share with you some interesting conservative talk show in AM amplitude modulation. Yeah, Mr. Ben Shapiro. I like him. Okay, yeah, he's Harvard graduate. He's Jewish male. He said something really funny. Okay, I don't think he has very good sense of humor, but this time he was very funny, really funny. Couple of days ago, during my lunch break. Okay. Yeah, during my lunch break, I go to a park and run. Okay. I'm gonna show you some photos. Okay. That I took during my lunch break. Okay. Later. So Mr. Ben Shapiro said, yeah, there are two kinds of majors in college, like good majors and not so good majors. Okay. He majored in political science. He went to Harvard Law School. Political science, I think he studied in UCLA. Okay. Yeah, Beverly Hills. Yeah, I've been to the campus as a visitor. Okay, because I lived in Los Angeles. Okay. Yeah. Good school. Yeah. So Mr. Ben Shapiro, I think he majored in political science in like kind of pre-law. Okay. And he talked about his major. He said, yeah, good majors in colleges, that's more like hardcore science, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, some useful real knowledge. And there are not so good majors like political science or English major. He said something like that. Okay, so although he majored in political science, okay, he said, oh, they're useless. Not exactly knowledge, but useless major. He says it's something like IQ test, advanced IQ test. That's what he said. I think that was hilarious. Okay. Kind of self-deprecative joke, right? That was hilarious, man. So his conservatives are like that. Okay, we are not politically correct. We're kind of blunt, right? That was funny. Eh, I don't think he meant it as a joke, but it was funny. Well, but when it comes to English major, I think it's a good major. History major, I think it's a good major. I do appreciate those majors. Okay, so I mean, look at Mr. Ross Starling, whatever his name, Twilight Zone series. He's very well read in English literature, American literature, European literature, okay, English literature. Yeah, Mr. Rod Starling or Rod Starling, I don't remember what his name is. Twilight Zone series back in 1950s, 60s, okay, black and white TV. Yeah, he was very conversant and his English was excellent. Very literary kind of beautiful screenwriting, screenplays. Superb. His mastery of English, beautiful. He said something like, as a narrative, yeah, we submit to you for your approval this Twilight Zone episode, okay. Maybe I think he majored in English literature, okay. Mr. Conan O'Brien. Yeah, Harvard English major, I think, as far as I recall. Yes, his English mastery of English as a comedic writer, superb, very, very good English. I took one English literature class when I was in college. All right, of course, three English as a second language class, but that's more because my native language is not English. Okay, but I did take one English literature class, and I did not like homework assignment or this mandatory reading, even memorizing some English fictions, novels that somebody else wrote, the figment of imagination. So I'm supposed to read this and even memorize some parts of that. I did not like this English literature class, the exams. I love the lectures though, but I did not like the exams and their scoring, and I got a B, right? The homework assignment, reading assignment, I hated that stuff. I mean, exams, I really, really hated this English literature exams. This is about memorization of some fiction. It's not worthwhile to memorize, in my opinion. It's some writer's figment of imagination. It's not something real. It's something imagined by some writers. So we are supposed to memorize the characters' names and plot. Are you kidding me? I don't think they are worthwhile to memorize because they are not real. History, they are not real. They're some. things that some writers imagined just to test we read this reading assignment. Okay, so in the final exam, midterm exam, memorization of some people's imagination. To me, that's absurd, right? So I did not like exams, homework assignment in this English literature class. I like the lectures though, because it was very interactive. I like the professor. I loved my TA, teaching assistant too. Yeah, lectures were great, discussion group great, right? It's kind of book club, right? Good discussion. I loved lectures and book clubs, okay. But I just did not like homework assignment and the exams, okay. But lectures, discussion group, good, right? So mixed feelings, okay. So whatever. Okay, let me show you some pictures, okay? Because it was foggy. Yeah, there are some foggy days in Alaska in the winter time, right? So what happens in winter when there are some fogs? Yeah, beautiful glazing of tree branches. Tree turns white, foggy glazing, frozen, right? Contrasted to this blue sky, cloudless sky in Alaska winter. Okay, yeah, very beautiful. I put in the social media. Yeah, this is the park in Alaska that I run. It's in the town, city, small city. Okay, some sun around noontime, right? Kind of low hanging, right? This is winter, right? Yeah, some more glazed tree branches, fog, right? Moist. And I was running in this park, so this fog glazed even my hair. So I was running. Foggy, Alaskan winter fog glazing, right? Yeah, some poetic picture. Okay, foggy, very dense fog. Yeah, my hair totally glazed with this foggy stuff in Alaska. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's that. Totally foggy, glazed. Okay, there was today earlier around noon. Okay, so yeah, I did a bathroom selfie like probably like yesterday, I think. All right, yeah, that's that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break and we'll talk about some Hollywood. All right, yeah, Hollywood stuff. Because this Miss Vine Troop, yeah, she kind of inspired me about my recollection of my back in Hollywood days, like back in 2006, so like 14 years ago, 15 years ago. Yeah, we'll talk some about Hollywood, okay? After 5 minutes, okay? All right. Let me see if this window can open, okay? Ah, it's frozen. Yeah, whatever. I just open the door. Okay, give me 1 second, okay? So let me do some social media, okay? So I need some vocal rest. So, all right. Okay, very good. So Hollywood, okay, yeah, I try to become a shining star over Hollywood, not Hollywood morning sky. Okay, that's what I said during my acting class in Madison, Wisconsin. I took some acting class. Okay, yeah, it was good class, very good class. I really enjoyed that. I learned a lot. Mhm. Yeah. So people who saw my performance, be it martial art, acting, one hand push up, or movie, singing, dancing, they really liked it. I've been doing this for by now 2 decades. Okay, they love my performance. Okay, mostly, right? Yeah, but what it takes to become Hollywood movie star It's like elitism, okay? It's like going to Harvard, Yale, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or Caltech, California Institute of Technology, or Duke University in North Carolina, or Stanford in California, Berkeley. It takes more than talent to get into the top elitist schools. So to become a movie star in Hollywood, talent is not good enough. Good looks is not good enough. It takes persistence, tenacity, perseverance. I think I have good talents, but I don't have that kind of perseverance. Why? Patience is not my virtue. It's not patience is not one of my virtues. Okay, I'm a nomadic personality. I like trying different things. I have diverse interests. I love politics, philosophy, mathematics, science, whatever. Okay, so I cannot stay in one academic area or industry for a very long time. It, that's just not me. I'm nomadic. I like different things. Some people are like that. Okay, I'm just one of them. I'm not saying I'm promiscuous kind of guy. That's why not I can get married. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, so some of my siblings, parents, mentors, they say, "Hey man, but you're getting old. Okay, you better just settle down. You are no longer young." Okay, yeah, my parents want me to get married, some nice Korean girl. Okay, and my friends suggest, yeah, hey, you're a lawyer, okay? Just be a lawyer, okay? Just focus on your legal career, okay? And don't switch your career anymore because you're no longer young, okay? You're too old to switch career. But look at President Trump. He's in his 70s, right? He was reality TV show, and then politics. Next, maybe media mogul. I don't know. Okay, but yeah. But I'm not Trump, so I don't have the kind of capital, whatever. But yeah, I dropped out of Hollywood, so to speak, after 1 year, after 2 years, okay? Because, yeah, I couldn't just, I got fed up and jaded, bored, all going to the auditions after 1 year. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore, okay? So, but some people stay on in their acting career and they make it, some of them, big movie star in Hollywood. Okay? Elitist, okay, perseverance, tenacity. I don't have that. Okay, that's why I dropped out of PhD program from Cornell Ivy League school. I couldn't take it. Okay, after 2 years, I had enough, so I dropped out of PhD program in Ivy League school Cornell. Okay, I couldn't take it. No, I don't have that kind of patience. Then when I went to Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. After 2 years, I stopped acting, stopped making movies because I got fed up, bored, jaded. I had enough of that. That's good enough. Okay, so I dropped out of that. But some people stay on, and no, I don't have that kind of perseverance, tenacity, patience. No. After 2 years, yeah, I get bored, right? So I joined the U.S. Army. Okay. When I was in the U.S. Army, active duty 4 years. I did not re-up. I did not re-enlist. Yeah, honorable discharge. Good enough. Okay, so I got out of U.S. Army. Why? It's not that I was bored, but that my body started to break. Okay, my knee, my back. I couldn't run. When I was walking, after 4 years, I was limping. I was walking like an old man. Daily PT, Monday to Friday, for 4 years. Because I joined the US Army when I was 31, 2009. Okay. When I got out after 4 years, 35, I could not take this daily PT anymore. I couldn't. Because my body was aging. Okay. So I got out. All right. Honorably discharged after 4 years. That's the contract, right? After that, I went to law school. Not physically demanding. I mean, law school, you just go to classes, right? Yeah, you take the stairs or elevator, whatever. You walk around the campus. I had a car, okay. So yeah, I parked my car, okay. Mostly just driving, commuting. Because I live in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Ypsilanti, that's kind of Greek pronunciation, Greek word origin, right? Yeah. Like Ypsilon, right? So yeah, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Very good town, okay. So yeah, I had some one bedroom apartment there. Maybe it was two bedroom, I don't know. So I have to drive my car to Ann Arbor, Michigan and park on campus. Yeah, I got annual parking permit, right? Then walk uphill, downhill, whatever. To the classrooms, right? Take classes, right? Have lunch, take more classes, and come home, right? I can do that, no problem. Right? So yeah, that's my law school. Then I came to Alaska. Right? First job, yeah, computer programming. Right? Yeah. Then I took Alaska bar exam, passed. Second time, first time I missed by 1 point. Yeah, second time I passed with comfortable margin, thanks to my lawyer friends. Okay, of course I gave them some gift because they're like pro bono, right? Volunteerism, helping out the struggling bar exam takers, right? Yeah, I did give them some gifts, like gift cards. Okay, they didn't ask me that, but I wanted to express my appreciation. All right, so yeah, some gift cards. Okay. Mhm. Some nice upscale supermarket in Alaska. Okay, not Walmart card, but more upscale. Okay, yeah, they appreciated that. Okay, yeah. So and so I passed the bar exam. I got lawyer job. That was like 2 years ago, right? Yeah, I like lawyer job. Okay, yeah, but I have diverse interest. Okay, so physics, metaphysics, philosophy, mathematics, biology. Yeah, but I'm not elite. Why? I don't have that degree of perseverance, patience, tenacity. I just don't. It's not me. Okay. I don't have this single focus. I don't. I have diverse focus. As opposed to seeing the one tree, I want to see the forest. Right? This analogy, okay? I mean, some friends of mine or family members, yeah, they remind me that it's in Korean maxim, okay? Yeah, do not focus on one tree. See the forest, the big picture of things. Big picture, okay? I'm like that, okay? So, yeah, yeah. When I was in the US Army, my title was Specialist E4, okay? But I'm more generalist, right? Yeah. Kind of attention deficit disorder kind of case. I'm just joking. Okay. Yeah, I know how to focus, concentrate when I do my job, when I study, when I studying for exams. No problem. Okay. My graduating GPA in medicine Wisconsin was 3.9 out of 4.0. Okay. I know how to study, focus, concentrate. Okay. But in general, when I'm not at work, when I'm not studying, yeah, I have diverse interests like politics, science, religion, history, universe, everything, right? Yeah. How about you? Are you more specialist or generalist? Okay. It's so cool. We need both kinds of people in the world. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want this discussion to be all about me. Okay, because everybody's different. Okay, you and I, we are different people, right? And I'm sorry, this is not very interactive because it's pre-recorded, right? It's not like Facebook Live. No, it's YouTube video pre-recorded. Okay, so because when it comes to live recording, that's too intense. I have full-time job as a lawyer, right? When I come home, I just want to relax. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's not very interactive. Perhaps one day, if I become famous, partially thanks to you. Okay, if I become famous, yeah, maybe I become a radio talk show host maybe one day, or some daytime talk show host, or even become a politician, right? Or some lecturer, right? Then I would make it very interactive. Why? If I ever become university undergrad commencement speaker, I will make it very interactive. Why? Because commencement speaker, they talk for 20 minutes, right? I cannot talk for 20 minutes because my vocal cord is very sensitive and delicate. I would invite the college graduates in the commencement ceremony with their gowns and hat. Okay. Yeah, come here on the stage. Because this is about you. This should be about you. It's your commencement, your graduation. It should never be about me. I'm just guest speaker, okay? Yeah, come here, talk. Formal line, raise your hand. Yeah, come up to the stage. Upstage me, okay? Because I cannot speak for 20 minutes straight. No, I need some vocal rest, okay? Yeah, say the words. It's about you. It's your graduation. I'm just a guest. That's how I would do if I ever invite to speak to commencement ceremony. I would make it interactive. Okay. But right now, because it's shoestring budget in Google, YouTube, everything is free, right? Yeah, so I cannot afford to make it interactive because they cost more money. Okay. It's very ghetto gecko, right? Yeah. But if I ever become famous, I can promise you this. It will be interactive. Okay. Commencement ceremony or radio talk show, TV show, whatever form, media form it may be. Okay. So I cannot speak more than 10 minutes continuously. I need some vocal rest. Okay. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Also, I love learning from people, listening. I'm a good listener, right? So, okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna wrap up real soon, okay? Because I wanna watch this movie. It's about Me Too movement in Fox News channel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. With Fox TV, yeah, I watch that a lot. Well, not nowadays. I used to. Okay. In YouTube, okay, some pre-recorded version, okay. But yeah, so it'll be very interesting movie to see, watch, bombshell, whatever. As a male, I'm a man. Okay. Yeah, we are sorry. Okay. Females, they go through all these jokes by this hormonally driven males. Males, we make scientifically, biologically, we make like millions of sperms every day. Okay. So yeah, males, sexually aggressive gender. Females, they menstruate for 2 decades, maybe 3 decades, right? Once a month, menstruation, all right? So, and we guys, we produce sperms every day, millions of sperms every day. Okay, so that's why males are more sexually aggressive. Females, for 3 or 4 decades, menstruate once a month. So they're sexually passive gender. So they're definitely gender difference, okay? So that's what I disagree with feminism, okay? Male and female, they're different. They're not the same. Okay, so but some feminism, some part of that I agree. Okay, yeah, males we should control ourselves more and start behaving. So yeah, Me Too movement. There's some good part in there that I can appreciate as a male. Yeah, we guys should behave better. We are sorry. Okay, we are sorry. All right, if we have misbehaved, right? I have definitely. I cannot speak for other guys, but yeah, I have misbehaved in my past. We are sorry. We apologize, alright? I have misbehaved multiple times in my past. Not a crime, of course, but kind of not very nice, not civilized, more animalistic, bestial, kind of like staring at. I'm sorry, okay, I should have stared at your beautiful body parts. I'm sorry, okay. We apologize, okay, but we apologize. No excuse. We should have restrained and controlled our animalistic, bestial urges and desires. We're sorry that we stared at beautiful female body parts. We are sorry. Okay, we apologize. But we want females to be beautiful. And as a man, I do. I do want females wearing tight jeans, mini skirts, short pants, and high heel shoes, and sandals, and tank tops. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, that's the key to world happiness. Okay, world peace, so that we guys will be happy. But there's this subtle line where we should not cross. We guys, yeah, we can enjoy look like kind of sideways, side vision, but we are not allowed to directly stare at female body parts because that's rude. So we guys should exercise some discipline. I agree. Okay. But we expect females to be beautiful, wear high heel shoes, stockings, even fishnet stockings, maybe once in a while. Yeah, we promise you, okay, we're not gonna stare at your beautiful body parts, your arms, legs, ankles, feet, toes. We promise, okay. Just side vision, okay, that's great. Yeah, it make us happy, make us less violent, the kind of sugar, right? Yeah, so young females, right? Uh, I have to talk about this, okay? Marriage, one male, one female, they get married and have kids. They live together to raise kids. Stable parenthood. So young female sexuality, that's like analgesia. Why? Because a male, young female, they have kids, right? They live together in under one roof. There's some gender conflict because male and female they're different. When two people are different and they live together under one roof, a lot of pain. Okay, so young female's beauty, no matter what race they are. Okay, young female's beauty. I mean, in humanity, we advocate for opposite gender, same race marriage. Okay, if they won't have kids, if they are young enough to have kids. Okay, that's anti-ultra interracialism in humanology. Okay, so yeah, it is painful for two different genders, same race, different gender. Okay, it takes a lot of pain and suffering because male and female they're like opposite in the spectrum, gender spectrum. Okay, because they're different, male, female, they're totally different genders. Men are from Mars, females from Venus. Okay, so young female beauty, that's like medicine, analgesia, painkiller, like drug, soothing. All right, they need that if they're gonna get married. Same gender, I mean, no, no, not same gender, opposite gender, same race marriage. That's what when they are young enough to have kids. Okay, opposite gender, same race marriage if they are young enough to have children. Okay, that's what humanology advocate for. Anti-ultra-racialism. Okay, yeah, they're same race but opposite gender. Okay, so it's very difficult to get along because male and female they're different. So young female beauty, that's the medicine to compensate for that gender difference. Your brick and mortar, right? Yeah, so that's what keep them together as a family. Male and female, same race, opposite gender. Okay, they have kids. Okay, but it's not easy for male and female, two opposite genders, huge differences to live together under one roof. So this young female beauty, kind of compensate for that difference. Okay, yeah. So this young female beauty attractiveness. Okay, yeah. In marriage, they need that to stay together so that they have stable family to raise their children. They need that. Okay, but when it comes to us, like single guys, we don't want to get married. Some of us, we don't want to get married. Okay, when we are exposed to that in online dating site, okay, we get addicted. So that's the pharmacology and marriage analogy there. Let me write that down. Yeah, I write about that in this paper. Okay. It's very important in my opinion. Okay, so so all these medicines, okay, you have methamphetamine or you have this heroin, opium, right? Yeah, they're based on natural plants, like right? Yeah, opium, opioid. They're based on natural plants, okay? So strong drugs, right? It's good if this hallucinogenic or whatever make you feel better, like marijuana, okay? All this analgesia, painkillers, kind of make you happy. Painkillers, okay? If those drugs are administered to patients who are going through huge pain, minus and plus, they cancel out. It's all good, okay? Marriage is like that, okay? This young female beauty is like a drug to compensate for pain and suffering of two opposite gender, male and female, husband and wife living together. You can compensate for that. This is drug, good drug. Okay, just like opium, heroin, whatever this strong drug can make this patient, sick, ill individual to forget about all that pain and suffering. Minus and plus annihilate each other. It become neutral. Calmness, quietness, right? Yeah, it's that analogy. Okay, so but if somebody is not sick, ill, he's not in pain, but he's exposed to these drugs, hallucinogenic like heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, or marijuana, he will get addicted to that. That's drugs. Now, when it comes to romance scene, there's this guy, okay, perfectly happy, single guy. He's not married. He don't wanna have kids. He does not want to get married or he does not want to have kids. So, but if this guy go to online dating site and meet woman after another, and then he will get addicted to this young female beauty, and he will end up in STD, sexually transmitted disease. Yeah, you have Charlie Sheen, you have Jim Carrey, whoever, okay, some other guys. But they have their job. They're not sick. They don't want to have a family. They don't want to have kids. Okay, I was one of them. I don't have any STD. As far as I know, I don't have any symptom. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I'm just asymptomatic carrier. Yeah, because I did have slept with about 2 or 3 dozen ladies. I'm 42 years old. Okay, maybe I'm asymptomatic carrier of STD. Who knows? But I don't have any symptom. Yeah, so if you're worried about STD, yeah, don't dare me. No problem. Okay. If I'm straight, okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so addiction, okay, is about exposure to this drug or young female beauty when you don't quite need that. Okay. Yeah, sick, ill patient, maybe injury or diseases. They need some analgesia, painkiller medicine. Okay. Strong medicine. Married people, male and female, same race, opposite gender, okay. Pain and suffering of this gender difference, different mentality, right? Male and female, okay. They need some strong medicine, analgesia, painkiller. That's young female beauty. Okay. In marriage, they need that. But as for single people, they don't quite need that kind of medicine. It's too strong. All right. So yeah, if they are exposed to that in online dating site, just like I was back in the days, it become addiction, right? Just like regular people who are not sick, who are not ill, they don't have any diseases. But if they are exposed to these strong drugs like opium, methamphetamine, marijuana, or heroin, they will get addicted. Okay, and they keep taking this stronger drug, and they will die from overdose, drug overdose. Like Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, or Michael Jackson. Okay, that's the drug side. Romance side, yeah, all these guys. Okay, like Charlie Sheen or Jim Carrey, whatever. Okay, yeah, they date after date. They don't want to get married. They don't want to have kids. They don't want to get married. Okay, so they're single guys, perfectly happy, but they're exposed to this beautiful young female beauty. They keep dating after another, and they end up getting STD. Just like drug addiction, you have some young female beauty addiction, right? Maybe President Trump is one of them. So that's the analogy, and I will talk about that in the next paper because it's something very important and something very true. Drugs, young female beauty. Yeah, I will write about that. Okay. So in humanology, it's about discipline. It's about becoming more like God as opposed to animals. It's about being more metaphysical as opposed to physical. We want to be more spiritual, God. We want to go higher and higher metaphysically. We want to be more metaphysical than physical. Okay? Human salvation. That's the goal of humanology. Education, human salvation. Right? For future generations' sake. But yeah, I write about that, okay? Next paper, alright? So we'll see. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Bye. Thank you.